All right, what's up there, YouTube fam? I just got a quick workout in here. I didn't get as much workout as I wanted to, but today I'm just gonna kind of hold my phone like this off the mirror there. And like I said, I know my videos aren't that good, but main thing is I'm just trying to give information to people. I had a question from a guy. His name was Ben. I'm not gonna say his last name because it's confidential, but he asked me, he's like, how do you know if people are natural or not? Like, some guys look, I think, like they're ripped and they're big, but how do I know if they're natural? So mainly when I look at somebody, most people are on something nowadays. People don't go to the gym and not take anything, more than likely. So people always deny of taking steroids. It's always killed me because they're man enough to take them, but they're not man enough to admit to it. So what I always say is this muscle right here being your trap. If your traps are way up here about to your freaking ear, that's unnatural, first of all. And then veins, if you got veins all running through you. Now, granted, some people are naturally vascular. I'm definitely not one of them people, but if they got a lot of veins, they got this up here. And then I'm going to show you here, this, it's your lat right here. So when guys get ready to do a competition, they'll go like this and they bring out their lat. I can't really do it because I'm holding the phone, but you bring that muscle out right there. So, and then your chest, I don't know if you can see that there. Get a good chest flex there for everybody. And triceps. My triceps weren't that good today. Like I said, I didn't really get a good workout in, but there's a triceps today. Tries, and then, like I said, I'm just getting back into it, but then chest flex there. But like I said, I'm just getting back into it, so I got a long ways to go. But yeah, a lot of times you can tell by people's chests, but that's one part I was kind of lucky. I don't really have to work out, and my chest kind of stays decent size. So that's only about the one thing I'm gifted with. Other than that, I got to work my butt off. And oh yeah, and then the biceps, trying to get them coming in better. I've only been back at it about a month now, so maybe 2 months with the quarantine and everything. So trying to get back there again. Like I said, I've got a long ways to go. So I know holding the camera and stuff's kind of a pain, and like I said, my videos aren't that good. So, but with that being said, like I said, I got that comment from that guy, but mostly it's your like I said, your lats right here, right there, or I'm sorry, your traps, not your lats. These are your traps up here. Your lats are down here. So if your lats look like you can fly, like these right here, if they're all up like that, and then your traps up there, that's a real big thing of being on steroids. So that's two things to definitely look out for. And then just, you know how they always say, if anything's too good to be true, it usually is. So if these guys are walking around and they're that big, more than likely they're on steroids. I mean, excuse me, I don't want to accuse anybody of it because I got accused of it in high school and I never touched a steroid in my life. So it's just natural's the way to go. And anybody that knows me knows I'm against steroids. I always have been. It's just, it's not worth it. You get off steroids and you get skinny again, or you usually get fat. There usually isn't any in between. So the best way is just eat right. You know, take creatine if you want. Honestly, I don't even take creatine. Since I'm getting older, I'm taking a supplement called DIM. It's DIM. It's for estrogen. It kind of helps with your testosterone levels and blocks estrogen. So I take DIM. I take fish oil. I don't take creatine. I honestly don't even take whey protein. I probably should, but I don't. So my main thing is just taking stuff like that. I take L-arginine and orthognine before a workout, along with my pre-workout, which don't have caffeine in it because I work crazy hours. So I take that before a workout with L-Dopa, which is velvet bean, or GABA. I take that with my L-arginine and orthognine. And so it helps with GH a little bit, which is growth hormone. And like I said, that's another thing that people take is HGH. It's a human growth hormone. And like I said, I don't recommend that stuff. I had some people in high school, their parents gave it to them to grow taller because it goes through your pituitary gland and makes you, it can make you get taller. And it actually worked for people, but I never wanted to take that. And like I said, natural is the best way to go. And for the young guys that's listening to this video, if you're going to take steroids, make sure you can get as big as you can naturally. Take, like I said, take creatine, take your whey protein, take a good fish oil. Just try to be safe with it. Get as big as you can. And if you like how you are and you can't get any bigger, I mean, I see guys that work out for a month and they make great progress because their body's not used to it. And once they start, their body stops growing after like 2 months and they're like, well, I want to take steroids and stuff. And the best thing you can do is just be natural. Work out for, I'd say, 2 or 3 years. I know that sounds like a long time. And see what you can do naturally. You'd be really surprised. And then after 2 or 3 years, if you're not making any gains anymore and you really want to take steroids, which I'm against, but to each their own, then go ahead and take steroids. But like I said, I've never touched a steroid in my life, and people's comment on my videos and said, you're not big and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, I don't choose to be big, and if I wanted to be big, I do a lot of different things in my life. I would shoot up HGH, I'd shoot up test, I would shoot up, oh my God, you got D-bol, which is Dianabol, you got Tren and Clenbuterol, and Wenclin and Tren, that'll make you big and cut, everything, and Winstrol. Well, that is Win. Win is Winstrol, Clen, and Tren. And they make you cut and big and everything. D-bol's bulk, and then Winstrol is more of your cut drug. But see, I don't want to do all that stuff because at my age and stuff in my life, it just ain't worth it to me. But I mean, you can take all that, but it's just not worth it. And like I said, to help with my GH levels, because growth hormones naturally anyway, and just like tests, that people get older and their test lowers, you know, that starts dramatically dropping after age 30. So people get on test. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm against test. I mean, it helps you a lot with energy and your sex life and everything. So I'm not against test. I know people that take that too, but once again, I think you should wait till you're older for that. You need to get your testosterone levels checked and see where they're at first. And then they'll normally give you a gel and you'll rub it up here on your shoulders. And then if that stops working or whatever, then they go to injecting you. So they'll inject you like once a week with 200 milligrams of test. And then, or you can do it twice a week at 100 each. And that kind of keeps you more like baseline instead of your test doing this up and down. So that's pretty much what I got to say. But like I said, I take L-arginine, Ortho-9, and L-Dopa usually before a workout, and that on an empty stomach, and that helps with your GH levels. Because like I said, your growth hormones are natural, same way as your test is natural, but you can take shots, HGH and test, to make you bigger and, you know, feel better and everything. But like I said, I'm waiting till at least till I'm 40 before I even consider test. And I see guys that's in their 20s taking test. And what these young guys don't realize is once you get on test, you're going to be on it the rest of your life, because what happens is you take these test shots and then your body quits producing testosterone on its own, because since you've been getting it in an injection, your body's thinking, well, I don't need to make as much now. And so that's why I'm putting off on test as long as I can, just because of that reason, because I don't want to have to be on shots, you know, the rest of my life, or gel or whatever, which eventually it's going to go into having to be on shots the rest of your life, because the gel's going to quit working, and so on and so on. But like I said, for anybody listening, natural's the way to go. You'll feel a lot better. And, you know, and like I said before, once you get on steroids, it can hurt your liver, so then you got to take milk thistle. Your blood pressure skyrockets. So you're on blood pressure medication, or you're taking hawthorn berry, or both. Then your cholesterol starts going through the roofs, and then you're taking statins, or you're taking oh shoot, I can't even think of the other name for it. And then your prostrate starts getting messed up. So you're taking palmetto. So you're taking all these pills to combat the negative side effects of steroids. So main thing is of this video is, like I said, the one guy wanted to know how I can tell if somebody's natural or not. And some people do have great genetics, and you might think they're on steroids and they're not. But for the most part, if guys are that big, they're on steroids. So just like I said, look at their traps and look at their lats and how big their arms are and if their chest is huge. And just take that into consideration. And yeah, like I said, just pretty much be safe. And before anybody even considers getting on tests, go and get a blood work done and see where your test levels are. And if they're good, then don't worry about it. You know, you can always take things like Tribulus, Fenugreek, Maca, Long Jack, stuff like that to help with your test. It ain't going to be like no test pill or anything, but I've heard people talking about DAA, which is D-aspartic acid, and they've said they've had, you know, good luck with it. And some people said it hasn't did anything. So, but that's just like medication. You know, I can take a blood pressure pill and it worked great. And then other people say, well, I've been on that, it didn't do anything. Same with antidepressants. You know, people take Effexor, some people take Prozac, some people's on Zoloft, you know, and some people said, well, I wanted to kill myself being on that. And then other people say, I couldn't live without, you know, Zoloft or whatever. And so you got to find out what works for you. Same way with the workouts, you know. I might do a workout that I love and it's helped my triceps or biceps grow like crazy. And then other people's like, I hate that workout. It's never did nothing for me. So everybody's body and everybody's different. And you really got to find out what works good for you. And what's worked good for me, a lot of people only work out each muscle group once a week. I found out that I try to hit every body part for me twice a week. But with my hours and shift lately, I've honestly only been able to get in a workout about once a week. And today was a bad workout. I only got a half an hour workout in. I hit my chest and a little bit of arms, and that was about it, honestly. So, but yeah, it's just with all this stuff going on in the world, and, you know, my hours are terrible. And just by the time I get home with the hours I work, I'm tired. And I just been putting off my working out. So like I said, I mean, I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to be 36. And I mean, I'm showing you right now, like I said, I'm not big or anything, but right here, I mean, this is, I'm natural. I've never took a steroid in my life. So for all you young guys that's out there that's wanting to take steroids, I mean, you can get decent size naturally. And like I said, I don't look good at all right now. I was a lot bigger than this and looked a million times better. But, you know, you get working and life gets in the way. But like I said, just think about that before you commit to something. And, you know, just think about all the side effects. Weigh out your pros and cons and find out if it's worth it to you. So I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend, and I'll talk to you later.